We got Key in here. We got Josh in here. I'm in here. Let's go.
I like it. That's cool with me. Y'all know what's up. I'm Josh.
Jay Myers, what's up? Y'all get it? We ain't gotta have no intro every week for y'all.
Yeah, we do, bro. You gotta stay consistent.
You gotta let our people know. Hey, not the game in the background.
We tweaking for real.
Yeah, not the game in the background, man. Mute this.
The remote over there.
Yeah, mute that.
Low not here and y'all know how to act.
Yeah.
No, that's
you don't know how to
talking
act.
about you want to watch the game while we use podcasting.
Yeah.
At least I ain't the one
It's
trying to get a drink.
Mute. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I apologize.
He tripping. He tweaked out too. All right, Jay Myers, what we doing? What's this week? What we talking about?
It's a little doozy. Friends come and go, relationships come and go. My question was really about whether or not we're wishing them well when they leave us. You know?
Oh, I'm definitely wishing them well when they gone, for sure. I can't name a person that I lied.
Look, he was ready to tell a story.
I was ready to tell a story.
I was getting ready to go into the story, but I lied. So yes, everybody but one. I mean, I ain't got no.
It was your intentions to say goodbye, or
no, definitely not. I ain't got no animosity towards the person, but like I'm cool on that person. Like it is what it like. It is what it is.
What was the reason?
He just wasn't 100.
Oh, okay.
It was a group of three of us, and like he tapered off of like holding down the group, holding down the three of us, and so he let somebody down for their wedding, said he was gonna be in it, and then flaked kind of last minute.
Yeah.
So I mean, before that, I had already like distanced myself because he was doing some trash stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm good on him, but my other friend, he was still trying to give him chance after chance, but it was like, bro, nah, he don't need no more chances. So
Man.
other than that,
You know who you are.
Other than that person though, man, I ain't got no beef, no animosity towards anybody. I mean, some people might think it's beef, but like,
Yeah.
like if I'm cool on you, I'm cool on you. I wish you well.
They ain't got to know that though. Like it ain't nothing like you got to say or like talk about, like to let them know like we good.
I mean, whether they believe me or not is is two different things. But I don't wish bad or negative on anybody. So I guess what I was gonna say originally stands true. Like, yeah, I'm cool on this person, but I don't wish no harm, no negativity on that person.
What about you, Key? Are you wishing an ex or a friend well after your friendships are over with?
Absolutely. I wish them the best in life and whatever comes your way, I wish you the best. Not granted though. Granted.
Yes. Here it come.
Nah. I think I said this in the episode already. I don't truly know how to hold grudges, but I really wish that I did. Like, I wish that I knew how to properly hold a grudge or properly, not wish somebody the best or had that in my heart or my personality, because I feel like if I did, I wouldn't let somebody hurt me over and over again, or I wouldn't let like this person or this friend treat me this type of way. As I get older, I'm starting to realize like my actual worth. I know that it took me long to actually realize like I am a good friend, and I do a lot for my friends. And those that don't treat me according to how I feel like I should be treated, it's okay to let them go. Like, it's okay. Like, this person isn't your friend. He or she might have been your friend for years and years and years, but sometimes y'all do grow apart. Sometimes this person doesn't have the same standards as you do anymore. Sometimes you don't want to do which I used to do no more, and you don't made it been known, and this person doesn't feel the same. I want to continue doing whatever this thing is, and so sometimes y'all kind of grow apart, and it is what it is. I would say that kind of like you, there was this one person that I was like, I kept on wishing the best, and it was like, man, like, I really wish this person the best, but all means, if this person wasn't here anymore, I'll be happy as well. Like,
My boy wish
you know, like,
be happy.
like it'll be cool. Like I'll come to, the wake and everything.
This dude.
Say the
Sound
good
like a
times.
grudge to me.
Say the good times.
Sound like a grudge, bro.
No, because anytime I like seen this person, I always was like, how's it going or whatever the case may be. Like I still like, I wish you the best, what's going on or whatever the case may be. There was like no ill will intent. I did have to threaten the person. I ain't never. I definitely had to. You know what I mean?
Not you threatening somebody.
I mean, hey man, take heed, man. I mean, after a while, it's on you. Like if you keep doing what you're doing, then I was like, hey, I'm cool on it. I don't want to do this no more. But you keep pushing this on me. Like after a while, like I run out of words to say.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I'm not a physical guy. I don't like fighting or nothing like that. No,
Cap.
yeah, let me not.
Come on.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But
God, dog. You lying.
I was just joking, but no, for real. Yeah, everybody, wish them the best in life, for sure.
Jay Myers. What about you, sir?
No,
We
it
ain't doing
depends. It's a yes and a no.
Okay.
Let me tell you why it's a
Hey,
yes and a
come
no.
in my boat. See how I
Like-
feel.
If I feel like you wasted my time, then I'm gonna be upset like that you wasted my time.
What do you mean, like in the time of y'all being friends?
Yeah.
Or a relationship, whatever.
Yeah. I feel like if you wasted my time, like, yeah, I'm gonna have a problem. That's pretty much it. Like, if it's just a waste of time, like, I don't like that.
Define waste of time.
Sometimes it's people are there for a season.
Yeah, that too. But I think more so when I was saying waste of time, it has to do with like someone I was dating. Like, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Like, nah, I ain't wishing you the best in your next relationship. Like,
Why not?
Dang.
but I don't care. I'm not invested like that, bro. I don't care.
Oh, why not?
I don't care.
They can't have a better relationship after you.
Nah, I hope. I hope you get coffee in the bottom part of the coffee cup opens up.
What?
Like, I'm one of
tough,
those,
my
bro.
guy.
Like, nah, we ain't
You are
going around
wild.
wishing it. I wish you the best.
I
Cap.
mean, you ain't gotta say. I mean, you ain't gotta say
say
it
it.
like that, but
Nah.
you do wish.
Nah, he said he ain't feeling it.
Nah, some. I wish you well as far as health, but your next relationship, I want you to do it. I want them to do me like you did me.
Hey, that's tough, my guy.
Oh, hey, it's facts.
Our people co-signing.
It's facts. It's just what it is. I'm not.
No.
I don't have a big heart. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's not me holding grudges. I just want you to get what you gave me, bro.
Dang, bruh.
Straight
So
up.
did you get what you gave?
Hopefully, I did.
Oh, that's crazy. I was
I'm
just
with
talking.
that.
I was just talking to my homie Job about this. Like, I feel like a lot of things I did in the past is coming back to like slap me.
That's not true.
I don't know if that's real or not. I gotta ask
You
Pastor.
reap
Is that
what
real?
what you sow.
That's not
I
true.
mean, do you read everything that you sow? 'Cause
That's
I've been
not true.
sowing a lot of good stuff. And
Yeah.
That sound like an excuse to get put up with what you putting up with now.
No, don't start that. Don't start that.
That's what it is.
It's not, bro.
Key, why would you say that then?
talk about it.
Why would you say that then? That you feel like everything you've done in the past is now coming back to haunt you, or whatever the case may be. Why do you feel like that?
I mean, I feel like I don't know. There's some things that I probably shouldn't have done. Like back in the day, I was, I was a home wrecker.
See?
So what they got to do with your
I did some things.
what they got to do with right now?
You reap what you sow.
Okay, well he can't tell us.
Saying that.
He can't tell us. So next, like,
Bro,
no, that's not
like
true,
you
bro.
going in your
No.
garden. Yes, it is. It's
Not
like you
true.
going in your garden and you putting these seeds down and expecting nothing to come from it. Bro, something is gonna come from, whether it's weeds,
Yeah.
whether it's
Okay,
the actual plant that
work.
you planted.
Is there issues at the job? No.
You don't know that.
What? What's the question?
Are you referring to what you're reaping at your job? Are you like what are you talking about?
Is it life altogether or is it just your relationship?
No, I think it's more so of like relationship. I think it's more so of like relationship.
Okay.
No. No. No.
Bro, what you mean no?
No. Not gonna play that game.
I mean, I didn't do people wrong.
So
I didn't-
because you say you was a home wrecker, so you did. So because you were a home wrecker, it's okay for you to have issues
mean,
going on in your
nobody-
relationship now.
nobody
It's the
was
reason
married.
why.
Nobody was married.
I'm talking about now, though. Like the reason why that you have this so-called issues in relationship, like you just said, is because you're a home worker then, a home wrecker then.
I don't believe so.
Exactly.
I don't believe that's where it's coming from.
No.
But sometimes it feel like it.
Nah, it can't.
I don't think that's where it's
It
coming
can,
from.
bro. It can.
Why?
I think that it can, but I
It
don't
don't have
think
to be
that's
the
where
sole
it's
source, but
right.
No.
yes.
No.
I just gave you the perfect example.
No.
You cannot throw seeds in dirt and expect nothing
Something's
to grow.
gonna come.
Something's gonna come from that.
But
Yeah.
that's not the seed.
Unless you put
but that's
those seeds
difficult.
in your own relationship,
Right.
He did.
i.e., marriage or girlfriend.
No, that's not what that means. Nope.
We're getting off topic.
That's not what that
Nah,
means.
this seemed like on top.
No,
of it.
not on
very
topic.
on topic. It's very on topic. Cause I know you trying to say that we're giving people an escape, like
His past ain't got the reason to.
yes,
No, it don't.
does.
No,
Bro,
because
then
she
that's
wasn't
like saying-
there.
Okay, but that's like
I can understand if she was there and now she's paying you back for some stuff you did to her a long time ago.
Oh,
but if she
okay.
was
I see
not
what
present
you're
for
talking about.
any of your wrongdoing
see
in
what
this
you're
other
saying.
relationships, it has nothing to do with her, bro. It has nothing to do with
Yeah,
her.
but God ain't letting you get away with your foolishness either.
All right.
Yeah, but can I not be punished in a different way?
You're not punishing at all. That's just her, bro.
No.
Like, no.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
What you mean? Can you not be? Can you be?
Well,
You
I
get
don't
to
want to say
choose-
punished.
you
I don't
get-
want to say punished.
Yeah, because it's not punishment.
That's
It's not
why.
punishment.
That's why I quickly. It's not punishment. It's definitely not punishment.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Were you ever the reason why a friendship or a relationship ended?
No.
You were never the.
No.
Answer quickly. Yeah, you got to think about.
think
That's
you-
a
No,
good-
no.
You really
No,
got to think
I
about
don't.
that, bro.
I
That is a question. No, I don't want to hear it.
Because
No,
now
it's
you're
a
saying
conversation because I have conversations like even like after like time years after whatever, like I have conversations with these people.
so. Every friendship and
I've
relationship
never
you've
ended
had-
anything on bad terms. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not saying you ended. Any could have been your fault that it ended.
No.
So
Bro.
When I mean home record, let me
We're not
explain.
talking
I didn't
about
say
the
home record.
He's
Okay.
talking about any
Have you-
friendship, anything.
any
It's
relationship
all-
or friendship, have you been the cause of it ending?
No, for sure not.
That sound like
Nah, first,
they
bro.
told me I need to get a new word, so I'm gonna stop trying to say that word.
Nah, bro.
It sounds
Josh.
like a bunch of cap.
Josh,
Fit it.
Josh, have you ever been the cause of any relationship or like friendship ending?
Oh, I lied.
Yeah, we're done with you. We're done.
Oh, I lied.
We gave
I
you
got
time.
one.
We know.
But it was. But
No, it's good. We
no.
understand.
Hold on.
We understand.
Hold on. One just came. One just came to light. One just came
All
to
right,
light.
but it's hold on. We're on Josh, and we'll come back to you, bro.
We'll come back to you.
Josh, have you? We gave that boy.
Nah, I gotta get it out. No, just
no.
play. I'm just playing.
Josh, have you ever been the cause of it?
Yes, but I would say mine has been indirectly.
Why we always gotta say but? Why we can't just?
Ain't no,
Take-
but
take-
yeah, exactly.
why we
Take
can't just
ownership.
take
Why
the
is it
fault?
but? You did it or you didn't do it?
I mean, I did it.
All right, bet.
But you could be blamed for something, or they can say that you are the reason why. So that's why I said
Oh, okay.
I wasn't directly, but they claimed.
Do you feel like?
Do you feel
Do I feel like no?
so? You over there with Key? You've never been the cause of any friendship or relationship to end. You feel like
I've ended them, but not. I haven't been the reason why they ended.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
I don't
Like
know.
I have
Josh.
ended a friendship or I've ended a relationship, but it wasn't because.
Sure, I get a new word, but beanie or something. I don't know.
But it wasn't because of.
But that's
You know what I
cap.
mean? Like it wasn't because of something I did.
okay.
I just ended.
And that's what
the
I want to know.
relationship,
You
or I
ended it
just
because
ended
of
the
something
friendship.
someone else. You wasn't rocking with something like that.
Right. Or I just, as far as relationship, I wasn't feeling you no more. Like it wasn't necessarily like it was something you did wrong or something I did wrong. It was just like
Do you feel
our
like?
time together had played out.
Do you feel like there's something? I'm gonna come to you next, Key. Do you feel like it's something that you could have done to alter those relationships for those relationships to still be there, whether it's friendship or girl?
Absolutely.
Like, what is like one thing that sticks out to your head that you probably like a situation you probably could have?
So I'm not a very good multiple attempt type person. So
Elaborate that a little bit.
if let's say I've reached out and you've shown that you don't care about me reaching out or you don't want me to reach out,
Is this like a friend or a woman?
both,
Both. Okay,
like I'm not going to continue to reach out.
Gotcha.
gotcha.
Like
It's
I
a
text
one-attempt?
you,
It's
you
a
know,
one-attempt, or
no,
is it
not
like-
one attempt, but like I
Okay.
text you, you
feel-
might text 3-4 hours later. This is friend or a relationship, either one. It don't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
Then text you again or call you, and then I still don't get a response, or I get a dry response, I might hit you and ask you like, what's up? Because I'm, like I said before, I'm a question person,
Yeah.
and so I'll ask the question, and then if the answer is something I ain't trying to hear, then
boy, 10.
yeah,
My
he
boy,
tearing
10.
us the.
The episode ended.
But yeah, if it's something that I don't want to or I don't agree with, then I'll be out.
Dang. That's
So
tough.
y'all boys ain't never did nothing wrong in a friendship or a relationship to where it just ended on because of you?
I say yes. I said I lied.
Okay, go ahead.
I said it. Well, it was because like I wasn't thinking about it at that time. But when I think about it, I mean, there was a possible friendship that ended because I became more than friends with somebody else, and that girl got jealous or whatever the case may be, and they stopped becoming friends. So I like indirectly.
You.
What you mean?
You said they stopped being friends. We talking about you.
What did you do?
What did I do? I just dated the girl.
Oh, okay.
That's all I did. Like
so
I got into a relationship.
You guys have never been the guy
Well, I ain't
that
gonna say
did
relationship.
something wrong or like
In the relationship?
in a friendship
In a
or a
friendship?
relationship. Like, yeah, I messed up there. I could have been more this type of person, or I could have. You guys ain't never been in that position.
Well,
Somebody would have to refresh my memory.
yeah, to Josh's point, the person felt like it was me, but I don't feel like it was me. Again, it goes back to one of my morals had changed. Like, what I mean, I started growing, and I didn't want to be that person anymore. And so my long-term friend thought that me talking to my wife about something, he thought it was a low blow, or I'm not his boy, or he felt some type of way because I did that. I'm gonna be honest with you. If that's the case, then I ain't your boy. Like, you know what I mean? If you feel some type of way because I talked to my wife, like my lifetime partner, like, then I mean that's on you. But you gotta realize, and I said for sure, and I think we said this in the episode. And John was very heavy on this. Anything you tell me, it is possible. I'm not like running to my wife, but it is possible that I'm not lying to my wife. Like
She didn't ask you.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
She didn't ask you. Y'all got to stop that.
What you mean she didn't ask me?
Hey, so like
She didn't ask me.
The information.
She for sure did.
Oh, okay.
She for sure did. She definitely did. And I was like, yeah, this, and this. And that's what it is. But he felt like she didn't want to be cool with him. She didn't want to be cool with you from the beginning. Like, that had nothing to do with the information that I shared.
Terrible.
Like,
Mr. Myers.
what's up?
yeah, you never.
No, he has, because he looking at us crazy.
For sure,
I
had
have.
to.
Definitely have.
We need an example.
Multiple. About 5 of them.
Nah, you don't need multiple examples, but the truth. First, the thing is the truth. Yes, there are friendships I could have done something to. They'll still be friendships. A lot of it is just not speaking up.
What you mean?
Just not speaking up on a lot of things, as far as like calling sucker stuff out.
Gotcha.
A lot of times we don't call out the sucker stuff that's going on within friendships, or we don't like. Instead of telling other men like, "Yo, I ain't respect how you move. I felt like you should have handled something differently." You just fade away. Like I had a homie who did some things, caused some damage or whatever the case may be, as far as like money wise, and the homie just never really just like
Spoke about it.
he didn't do all his best. What I expect a real nigga to do may not be always what people may expect may be the real thing to them. And I may look at you differently.
Yeah.
When I see people do stuff that's like, man, I wouldn't have done that. That ain't no real nigga shit. Like,
Yeah.
I look at men different, and I don't really just like give them the opportunity or to have that conversation, because I expect, you're telling everybody you're real, but you're not doing real things. So I kind of like distance myself once I start seeing too much like
Got you.
in men. And so I think like I could have saved a lot of relationships by having that conversation. Like, bro, this is why I ain't really rocking with you.
So,
you know what I mean?
Did that like develop like your friendship nowadays? Like, do you feel like nowadays you kind of like speak on stuff that you feel like you should speak about?
Nah, not at all.
Oh, you still don't?
Nah, because it's not. I mean, in some cases, you gotta know that these people are not trying to hear you. Like, you could talk to a lot of people today till you blue in the face. Like, bro, he's not listening. And a part of knowing your friends is knowing, like, bro, these niggas is not finna listen.
So that mean you don't try?
Who, me? No, I'm not. Like, to me, I'm not gonna keep wasting my time like talking to people about some stuff.
That's me.
Like, I'm not finna keep doing that. Like,
Is this after you tried, or you just like saw some stuff, heard some stuff,
no, I'm not gonna
some stuff, and you just didn't say nothing, or like you tried and like I'm not trying no more?
I'm not gonna keep repeating myself.
Oh, okay. So
I'm not gonna keep doing that.
Gotcha.
Like, especially like when it's advice or if you did something crazy, like, bro, I tell you one time, one or twice, that's what you probably get from me. And depending on how you keep moving, I'm gonna start to judge you and move around. So I think a lot of that was just me being judgy and not really rocking with people because of the decisions they made. Now, as far as like women, you like, yeah, I'd have messed up a lot. It's been a lot of relationships ended because of me, for sure. Definitely, for sure. And we ain't gotta talk about what it is, but you just can imagine, like, yeah.
So I can't really, when it comes to relationships, I wasn't in too many like girlfriend and boyfriend relationships. I was just dating, like, or just, talking to women. So I don't know. A lot of those ended because of me.
Are you wishing your ex as well?
Yeah.
So you would love to see your exes happy with them? I ain't trying to hear that.
No, hold on. I wish them happy.
But you ain't trying to see it?
I definitely
ain't trying to be around it?
I definitely not.
What?
Definitely, especially if I caused like us for not to work, like then I'm just gonna be salty.
But why you salty though?
Yeah, because I effed up.
Yeah, but why you salty? Because you messed up.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like I effed up, and now the opportunity to fix my mess up is no longer available.
I don't be believing you, Josh. I don't be believing you, bro.
What you mean?
The one that really got away. The one that really got away.
Ain't nobody got away, bro.
Ain't nobody got away.
Hypothetically, bro. We can always say that. Of course, no one has gotten away. No one has gotten away. I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. Ain't no happier place.
Yeah. He said, get that out the way.
We good?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, though, bro, if the one that got away, like,
okay,
if Lauren gets away, you would feel some type of way.
That's on you, baby.
No. You're not listening to what Key said. Key said, if I was the one that made the mistake.
You have
at sometimes I get that
you can have to be okay
with living
with
the
consequences.
We just think it's cap.
Your decision.
We think it's cap.
You can think it's cap. You have to be okay with
if you made a mistake.
Decision. That is my mistake. That person didn't force me to make this mistake. Like, that's part of ownership. Ownership is saying, hey, yeah, I made the mistake, and it sucks that I don't have the opportunity to mend the mistake that I made.
That's what I was saying.
But you talking about salty? You talking about you don't want to see them?
That's the same thing, bro.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be around it.
Same thing.
I don't want to be around it.
I could care less.
I don't want to be around it. Like I'm good. I'm good on being around it.
I hope you happy. I hope you find somebody that does better than. I mean, hey, that's
not before me.
That's
for sure.
Let me find my happiness first.
Oh,
yes.
And then you can go and find your happiness.
You one of those, okay?
But it's honest, bro. It's honest
for you.
If it wasn't my fault, then I can care less.
Bro. It's honest for you.
I don't know too many people who would do something, right? Make a mistake and wish they can keep that person and will feel absolutely okay with it. Because if that was the case,
he didn't say he would feel okay.
You should feel okay with it.
You would not feel okay. You would be salty, bro.
You need to stop talking for him.
You would be
salty. You need to let him talk. Look what he's saying,
bro. He would be salty.
No, I wouldn't. Because you can ask my wife.
No, bro.
We've had this conversation.
No, bro.
We've had this conversation.
If you made a mistake,
right.
You may be okay with that decision, but you will feel salty.
Mm-hmm.
You will feel salty about it. Yes, you will.
No, I won't, bro.
You'll be okay with like, okay, that's the decision that I made. Yes, I got to move forward.
Yes.
But you're going to feel salty, which means you're going to feel some type of way.
No.
All right. He's not. All right. Let's just say like you were dating somebody.
Come on, JB.
Let's just say we off of
that solid?
No, we off of it. We're not gonna keep there.
All right.
Let's just say you was dating somebody, whatever the case may be, and you had a particular issue with them. Maybe they weren't a good cook. They weren't into church or whatever the case may be, whatever their issue was, y'all relationship ended, and they're now dating someone, and you see on the gram that the issue that you had with them, they're now fully participating in, and they may have posted about it or whatever the case may be. You wouldn't fit. Do you like that? Would you wish that, like, they wish the growth, or would you like seeing the growth of that person in someone else, with someone else?
For sure. So either I taught you to, or I taught you not to do something.
Facts.
Like, I was just a lesson. I was a season in your life. And so I don't know. You, like, as much as I am attached to the people that I love, like, I don't know. It's just an understanding or a mindset that I have that
Once it's time to move on.
yeah, like, once it's time to move on, like, that's it. Now,
I agree.
am I like, woo, yippee, you gone?
But I think it's situational.
But I'm also not I'm not gonna be soaking in like, oh, this person is happy, this person found happy. That's good. I'm glad you found happiness. Obviously, I couldn't do it right. I couldn't get right. Cause I mean, nobody leaves on the first mistake. So obviously this is multiple times that I've made a mistake or whatever. So I'm okay with a person walking away saying, hey, I can't do this anymore. Whether that's friends, whether that's relationships, whatever case may be.
Interesting. I'm gonna look over here.
Yeah, we looking over there too.
I don't know what you want from me.
If y'all wondering why he don't have a close-up camera.
I left the cord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, so let's just say whatever your issue you may have, like, with our spouses, and for some reason the marriage ends. Like, Key, would you be okay with them now perfecting that issue, whatever it has? Maybe it's the attitude, whatever. That attitude is now gone. Like, whatever the issue may be, would you be okay with seeing them in another relationship and not that same person that you were with? Would you feel some type of way?
I would hope they not that same person. Oh, that relationship would end bad as well. Or that relationship will end as well. I will hope that they not that same person. Like, you don't want to go into your next relationship. I will hope that once you leave, you realize something, or just like, nah, I'm gonna be the same person. Nah, that didn't work.
Have you ever learned anything from ending a relationship that changed you for the better?
I mean, we got to understand, I really only had 2 girlfriends.
Okay, just for any type of relationship, bro.
Okay.
Any type of relationship. If you was dating, whatever the case may be, has something ever ended and it taught you something differently?
Man, that's something I really got to think about, because
So
off the dome, my head would be like, no.
That's the problem.
What?
You ain't learned nothing from none of them women.
I mean, because I didn't
Say he didn't date them.
That boy say I've been perfect. I ain't never did nothing wrong.
I didn't take no relationship serious.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't take those relationships serious. I was in my bachelor mode. I know what I wanted out of whatever we were doing, and it was like, we were communicated. Like, it's probably one other person out there that's like,
Y'all never learned anything from some of these relationships?
No, I have. I'm gonna answer, but I got a rebuttal question, but I am gonna answer that. So, do you feel like, had you had more relationships, that your relationship now would look different, maybe be different?
absolutely, 1,000%,
Absolutely.
1,000%. If I would have taken other relationships or have been in more relationships, I feel like I would have known certain things. More so now, I feel like I'm learning on the go.
For sure.
And I'm adapting and progressing. More so of like, if I would have taken other relationships serious, or even got in a relationship with people who might have wanted a relationship or were looking for something more, I could have maybe prevented. I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's like 2020.
Right. But I feel like I could have prevented some things from happening now.
Okay.
So yeah, absolutely. I would definitely agree.
For sure. So you talked about, like, what did we learn? I think I learned along the way to speak on things that upset me, not just let them fester. To speak up more and not just be so closed in and so quiet. I mean, I still struggle with, like, expressing myself to my spouse, but I think I've gotten a lot better with that. So that's definitely something that I've learned as far as like from past relationships. Also, trust, like trusting that whoever I'm with at the moment, trusting that they have the best interest in our relationship until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. Like I'll trust you until you show me that you are no longer trustworthy.
Facts.
I will love you until you show me that you are unlovable. I will forgive you until you show me that you just don't care. You're gonna continue doing this stuff. So I'm one of those people. I also am a person that falls fast. So yeah. So
What do you mean fall fast? Can you explain that to the audience?
Like friendships and
yeah, friendship. Like
If you
I'm
rock
ready
with
to
me-
embrace like
Yeah.
whatever relationship, whether it's platonic or whether it's relationship. Like I'm ready to embrace that. Like I've never been somebody that has ever gotten bitter or like I'm never gonna do this or I'm a dog out people or I'm not gonna be friends with anybody. From past experiences, I've always, if somebody is friendly or shows themselves friendly, shows themselves trustworthy, all those things, like I'm willing to connect and make a bond and have a relationship with that person.
Okay. Are you attending the ex's weddings?
I'd have to talk to my wife, but I have no issues with it.
Let's just say hypothetically, we're none of us up here are married. Are we
Okay.
attending an ex's wedding?
If I was invited, I'd go.
For real?
Yeah, I would go. Obviously, y'all two wouldn't go.
Nah, that's
No,
cap.
who said
That's
that?
cap. I didn't think you were.
Who
I
said
would go.
that?
I would definitely go.
Bro, I'm on turn up
Definitely
mode.
going.
But
I
y'all
love
going 'cause y'all
weddings.
petty.
Huh?
Y'all going because y'all petty.
I'm definitely going because I'm petty.
Nah, bro.
Definitely going because I'm petty. I'm leaving with your cousins. Shawty, what are
See?
you talking about?
Come on.
I'm leaving with a cousin, a friend,
Come on,
a bridesmaid,
man.
something.
I'm not
And
going
I brought a
because I'm
gift.
petty.
So why would you be going?
I love weddings.
But you said
So
you
if
didn't want
I
to
am-
see that because he asked the previous question.
Right. But obviously the knot has been
How
tied.
far?
There's
How
nothing else
far
I can
from
do.
our relationship is this wedding happening? Like, is this like a month later after we break up? You getting
Yes,
married?
that's tough. That's tough.
No, I'm not going. But if it's been like 2 or 3 years, wow, I'm in there like swimwear.
But don't be
sure.
petty. Don't be trying to take.
I'm not gonna be
something
petty.
home, bro.
I think.
That's crazy.
Nah, I mean,
I
I don't
think.
know. I wish
trying to leave
people.
with something.
I wish people well, but I will say that I reciprocate the energy that you give me.
Gotcha.
That sounds petty. That sound petty. That
You reap
What you sow?
what you
That's
sow.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Time out. You
I'm with
not
that.
the you not
I'm
the
with that.
person that's supposed to be doing the reaping. No, that's not you. That's not.
Man,
that's
God
not-
gave me
that's not
dominion
you.
over his
No, I'm
earth.
not.
That's not your role.
How's
Man,
that
please.
not-
The atmosphere.
You
Please.
planted that
God do
seed.
that.
You
Please,
planted
bro.
that seed
Yeah, but that's
over
not
here.
you.
Please,
that's
bro.
petty.
That's not
bro.
petty.
That's
I must
not
have learned that
That's
from
not
your
petty.
daddy or mama.
No.
I
That's
reciprocate
petty.
the energy that you. I
That's
just talked
petty.
about that with the friendship.
I should have known y'all was gonna set this because y'all don't love everybody. So
No,
Here you go.
no.
Yeah, we do love
no.
everybody, but we don't love them.
But
the
you
same.
also feel like whatever you did in your past is the reason why your relationship is the way it is. And I'm telling you that it's not. You make that decision to
well, I
determine
said
how
it's possible.
it's possible.
I said it's possible.
Okay, but and I'm telling you, there's no way possible.
No, you can't say that.
I won't say
No
there's
way possible.
You can't say that.
I don't get my karma back in the woman I choose to marry.
You don't know that. You
Well,
reap what you sow. The
I
fruit don't fall too far from the tree. It's a bunch of things in the Bible that shows you, like, hey, do well by other people because this is something that you're gonna harvest in a different aspect of your life that you may not know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just thought about something that will make it really tough for people to change their life. Why would people want to change their lives around then? Why would people want to be a Christian? Why would people want to do better if the stuff that I did wrong only go come back and haunt me?
That's why I say it's cap.
It's not gonna come back to haunt you, but that stuff just don't disappear either.
It should.
Nah, man, come on.
Ain't it all forgiven?
Yeah, I think God, David Copperfield.
Ain't it all forgiven?
God forgives.
Right. which means you should forgive too.
But we're people. And
You talking
a lot
about
of people
I'll show you the same energy you show
I
me.
will show you the same energy that you show me.
That's
Man,
love, bro.
how
That's
I
petty.
treated
Show me love.
Y'all petty little
I'm
bill.
gonna show you love.
How
You gonna
I
get all my
treated-
love.
That's petty.
If you show me disrespect,
No, I just ain't got to fool with you. You ain't got to talk about me. You ain't got to do all that. I just
Bruh.
ain't got to fool with you.
Bruh,
I
how
ain't
I,
gonna do
treated
that.
an ex-girlfriend ain't got the reason, ain't got no play in what's going on in my
it does.
marriage.
Now you don't have 100% play, but it does have. some
Shawty
play,
is not
bro.
mad at me currently because I cheated on an ex-girlfriend in
but
high school.
You're trying to isolate certain
Yeah.
things. You can't isolate certain things.
She don't know about the mission I had in 2009 with me and my partner at U of H.
Yeah, but
That ain't got
God,
nothing to do with her.
God did.
Thank you.
All
You don't
right,
have to know.
man, no.
And that's why I say you let that atmosphere handle.
not
Y'all
why-
talking about y'all don't give him the same.
That's
energy.
why. That's not why the
That's
tub
y'all.
ain't clean,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm giving the same energy.
Y'all
That's
petty,
not-
bro.
no, definitely.
Y'all petty.
I'm definitely giving.
Y'all petty. That's
That's
crazy.
not petty.
How's that?
That is.
No.
I'm gonna go to my favorite saying. What if God did you like that?
Did me like what?
Hey, more people need to
Explain.
get treated the way they treat people, bro.
Explain.
What?
I believe people need to get treated the way that they treat people so they can see what it's like.
I agree with that.
A lot of people don't.
But it ain't your call.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Anything around me, it
Just
is.
because you got
or it ain't
bad
gonna be around
about
me.
one person don't mean you should do that person.
That's not what
bad.
I'm saying. I'm
what you
saying
saying?
doing that person who did bad to me,
Right.
bad.
You said what?
If you're the person, say if you treated me bad,
Right.
or you're giving me attitude, you know what
Right.
you're gonna start getting from me? The same thing you're giving me. That's not petty.
That is petty. That you can't say that's not
Then
petty.
watch how you talk to me. Then
you
we
can't
ain't
say that's
talking
not
at all,
petty.
then, my nigga. We ain't
You can't
talking
say
at
that's
all.
not petty.
That's not petty.
Nah, that is
Fix your. That's not petty. I'm giving you what you
That's
mean.
the definition of petty. I'm going to do you how you did me. That is
No.
petty. That's the definition of petty.
No, I think petty is more so like
Google it.
sarcasm or like
No, Google it. Nah, let's
You
Google
know,
it.
Mr.
Nah,
Google.
I definitely want to
petty-
Google
petty
this,
is like
bro.
like a form of sarcasm. Like you did this because you know that that's something that this person does. But you're just doing it because you know that that's something that. But matching the energy, that's not the same thing. No, that's not the same thing.
The only reason I'm doing you like this is because you did me like this. That's petty.
No, that's not
because you
petty.
would not do that person bad if that person didn't do you bad.
No,
because you're a good person.
I'm
You're a
trying,
good dude.
I'm trying to give you an example.
You gonna have to.
So let's say you always laugh a certain way, right? Me being petty would be to laugh that way.
Okay.
Not towards you, but being petty is when you're doing it and you're doing it amongst other people. Yes. Now, if you punch me and I punch you back, you telling me that's petty?
That's not petty.
You steal from me and I steal back from you, that's petty?
That is petty.
All right, bro.
That is petty.
What else you got for us?
That's petty.
That's
petty. No, don't try to switch topics because y'all.
I'm not gonna get stuck on this.
No,
We're gonna disagree to disagree.
No, right.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
All right.
Because
that's all you gotta say.
That's definitely not.
That's all you gotta say.
That's definitely not.
Applebee's got Dollaritas, by the way.
That's all you gotta
This
say.
month.
That's not
Them
petty.
things gonna hurt your stomach.
How come y'all ain't get the definition, Mr. Definition?
Oh no, I had to put.
Okay, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Josh, can you read what is petty? Did I spell it right? Did I spell petty right?
Of little importance,
Okay.
trivial, of secondary or lesser importance.
Okay.
Yeah, so that ain't got nothing.
they ain't got nothing to do with what everybody say.
Go to more. I
Okay.
don't like those definitions. That don't
so
even.
you
It's the
you want one to fit-
definition.
you
Yeah,
want one to fit
maybe
what
we
you
need an
wanna say.
urban definition or something.
It's that.
that don't
Now we
even
use the
sound-
Urban Dictionary. I've been asking for the Urban Dictionary for 2 seasons.
This is from Oxford. Sir.
Okay.
This the ones I read though.
Oh,
Thank you.
let me scroll
That's
down.
not petty by definition.
English language, I'm telling you, is terrible.
All right.
maybe we've
Boys-
been using
boys
the
be
wrong
making
word.
up. We do.
All right.
Maybe
So
we've been using the wrong
look. We
What
gonna.
do they call it? Like petty cash? Like it's insignificant.
It's important.
Yeah,
It's of no importance.
So maybe that is an urban that we have used.
Yes, that we have
took
screwed
that
up.
word and made it.
Absolutely.
You know, urban.
Next.
Okay.
So it ain't petty.
So
it ain't petty.
maybe we gotta find the proper.
It ain't petty.
definition.
It ain't petty.
It's childish.
No,
No.
it's called reaping what you sow.
But you're
Now you're
not
on
the
my
person you're not the person that's supposed to be doing the sowing or the reaping.
Who said that?
Who
If,
said
if
said that?
somebody did you wrong,
So we
your
could-
job is not to now do that person wrong.
I agree with that.
That's not what you supposed to do.
I agree.
That's what we
with
doing.
that.
I cussed
But
you out, so you
I
gonna
will-
cuss me out.
Facts, nigga. Watch how you talking to
but
me,
that's
bro.
not what we supposed to do.
All right,
I
but
agree
we
with- I
not
agree with
that,
that. I
bro.
agree.
We not that.
I
bro.
agree with
Turn
You
the
not
other
that. So
cheek.
why are you arguing
Turn
that?
the other cheek. I am now. I wasn't like that. You absolutely right. Growing up, I was not like that.
You not like that today, bro.
I am.
No, if somebody does you wrong,
I wish I could see Joe behind this camera because
Capping,
For sure,
bro.
you like that.
No,
For sure you want to do. You know, and that's why I say I can't hold grudges. If I
Yes.
were to do people wrong how they do me, bruh, it's some people that would be out of there.
you need to.
I should. You absolutely right. And
Thank
that's why I
you.
said I wish I knew how to hold grudges, but I'm
You
not
do.
like that.
Trust me, you do.
It's not about holding grudges.
It's not a
Or
grudge,
doing
bro.
people
Just
how they
because
did
I-
me,
just
so they
because
can feel the pain or they can feel the hurt. or
No,
whatever
it's
the case
just
may be.
it's just a respect level you gotta have for yourself, bro.
I do. That's why I don't do them like that because all I got is 0 and 100.
So you gotta check. That's an issue that you need to fix.
Facts.
But if you can't tell
I agree.
nobody at 10 how to not mess with you, like bro, we ain't doing that. That's a
Yeah,
problem.
I mean, I'm definitely
Like,
gonna stick up for myself, but I'm saying like,
it's the same. That's what we doing.
nah,
We are
nah.
sticking. So we go.
I'm not gonna.
Y'all
do that.
taking it up a notch.
Nah, I'm not
All
gonna
right.
do that right off the bat. I do give people grace, but if you continue, then I match your energy.
All right,
Okay,
we gonna pivot.
I can.
we gonna pivot.
I can see
We
that.
about to pivot.
Oh, not you want to use basketball analogies
I like
because
that, though. I
I,
can
see
that.
I got you last week.
1-3-1, 4 flat. That's what we running. All right, so like, I wanted to talk about like old relationships and exes and things of that nature for a reason. I'm taking a page strictly from my pastor's book.
Oh,
Right?
Jesus.
If you guys have noticed, he's been on his show. I ain't gonna say stealing from us, but a lot of his subject matter has been things that we've talked about. Right? Let's keep it a buck. So,
cite your
Yeah,
sources. Cite
yeah,
your
yeah,
sources.
yeah. So, but he don't give us credit.
We're gonna need a sponsor.
Yeah, he got to give us credit because we literally for the past 2 months have been. But anyway, and we love you. We do love you. But one of the things he talked about recently was, for a small bit, was like members leaving the church, right? Do you think pastors wish old members or people who have tended the church well as they decide to leave their church?
Yes,
In a way.
but I also believe it's how you leave as well.
What is the proper way to leave a church?
a conversation.
I think a conversation should be had. I feel like people feel like if I have a conversation, they're going to try to change my mind. And I think that's the wrong way to go into conversation. The conversation is just to let them know, whatever the reason is, even if it's, hey, somebody in the church rubbed me the wrong way. I understand there's only one person in the church, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, that is a conversation that you should have versus just stepping back and leaving.
Should
If
it be?
you're not- if
Can it
you're
be a
not-
text or it has to be face to face?
I
message.
I prefer face to face
for sure.
It's just a common decency to me.
Yeah.
It's a common courtesy.
What?
You call this person your shepherd.
Common
bro?
decency.
Yeah, you call this person your shepherd.
I can't wait.
When you need
I
help,
can't wait till I get my 2 cents.
when you needed something, you went face to face. You ain't send a text. So when you're
But
planning
this
your
is-
exit, I feel like you should.
But this is coming from the guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. That feels like if you date someone's ex, you don't have to tell them nothing about it. Like your homeboy don't have to tell you nothing about it.
Right.
But I gotta have a common decency. I gotta have a conversation with
your pastor?
about leaving.
Right.
Yes.
But
Why?
Bro, that's two totally different things.
But you probably spend more time talking to your friend and hanging around your friend than you do your pastor.
You know, me and you both disagree with JB a season ago. On
Why
that.
can't it be said through a text or
But-
like?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I said, I feel like you should do it face to face. If you want to do it in a text, but a conversation should be had. Voicemail, text, write a letter,
I'm just
email.
playing devil's advocate. I totally agree. I totally agree. It should be face to face. But I just wanted to know.
To
I
your
totally
original
agree.
question, our pastor also believes at the same time, though, once you leave, though, that's on you. Like, don't
Maybe.
like that. That's definitely on you. Whatever you got going on, don't come back and try
call
to
me.
ask for help anymore. Like, you better go ask your other shepherd, or once you leave his covenant or his house,
His covenant.
or whatever the case may be. That's on you. Like, don't try to like, oh, now you want me to do your wedding, or now you need help with money, or now you need help with advice, or whatever the case may be. Like, our pastor is nice, but he ain't no soft tissue. Like, he once you leave and you had that conversation about you leaving, or you leave in whatever manner you want to leave, like you have left.
Yeah, I think people need the freedom and to understand that they can.
Yeah.
I know with church, a lot of time it's the stigma of
No, you gotta be
once
here
you
forever.
find your church home, it's your forever home.
And that I don't believe.
I don't agree with that. I feel like if there's a point where you stop growing, that it is time to have a conversation with your shepherd to let your shepherd know, like, hey, I've been here X amount of years.
I'm not growing.
And I feel a stunt in in the growth that or what I'm receiving from this house.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's time for me to move on to, a different pasture or whatever the case may be. Again, like Keon said, just don't renege either.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
if you say God told you to move on,
Yeah.
then move on and allow this other shepherd to shepherd you accordingly.
So, but it sounds like the friendship is gone. Like, we can no longer just be like necessarily friends or
That's not true.
like talk. Hold on, but I'm just listening to what you guys are saying.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to me about this. Don't talk to me about
I
that.
ain't
Don't
got-
ask me to do this. Don't ask me to do that. Whatever you got going
I think
on,
that's petty.
it's your business
As a
because
pastor,
you're no longer there.
As a pastor, I
as a
think
pastor?
that's accurate.
yeah.
As a
pastor,
human being,
yeah.
then we can have a discussion.
Do we
That's facts.
do we at our church being the small size that it is, we have we have an opportunity unlike anyone else to not know our pastor just as a pastor.
Correct.
So in our situation, anyone in our family dynamic, because we're basically all related, it's not in an aspect of just being a pastor.
Correct.
So let's just say one of us would leave. You mean to tell me we can't reach out to him for nothing anymore?
No, I don't agree
No,
with
I don't
that.
think so.
You can still
I don't
again.
think
That's
so.
why I said it depends on how you left. But knowing him, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm biologically his son. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people leave, and he still helped these people. He
For
still
sure.
counsel these people. He still marries these people. So,
Mm-hmm.
but ideally, once you leave a shepherd, like your new shepherd should be the person
Mm-hmm.
taking care of you. Now, if you come back home or whatever the case may be, then yes,
Outside of like moving and stuff, from
right,
like a
yeah,
different
outside
state,
of those things,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
like then yes, I believe he would, and he has shown that he would continue
Sure.
Gotcha.
to shepherd and cover those
Feed
people.
somebody else's sheep.
But he has said, the priority of helping you is different because if
For
I have
sure.
somebody that is faithful in the house,
I'm going to help
I
them,
want to help them before I help somebody that is no longer in the house.
which I can rock with. Which I
What
can
would be some
definitely
like good reasons for a member to leave a church?
No more spiritual growth.
Yeah, definitely the growth part. I think that's number one. That's almost
two,
number
and
one
three.
because for sure. Because that's, I mean, you want to be able to grow, and really everything. Like if you're not growing somewhere, then you're dying. Like you know what I mean.
Right.
Like you need to grow.
That
You
may
gotta
not
grow.
all. That may two things. It may not be the pastor's fault,
Absolutely.
and it may not be the member's fault. It may just be like, hey, this is as far as
Absolutely.
I want you to be right here.
So I think there's seasons too.
Absolutely.
I think we have to learn patience.
Mm-hmm.
Certain trees grow in certain seasons, and
Right.
just because it's not their season doesn't mean that the tree is dead.
Josh is preaching next youth Sunday. Just for fun.
Definitely not. Definitely not. But yeah, like everything has a season, and so maybe this is your season, not necessarily for bearing fruit,
Yeah.
but it's your season for maybe pruning, or it's your season to
Yep.
to go back on the nutrients that you stored up
Sowing the
earlier,
seeds.
or whatever,
Something that you missed, something that you was told, and you just never really applied. Gotcha.
Exactly. I think a lot of people struggle because we do feel like we should constantly be growing, and that's a big thing that people. Oh, you should always be evolving. You should always be growing. You should always be doing these
There's
things.
some work to be done.
And although that is true, there are seasons where you will see growth, and there are seasons where you won't. Now, God is the one that I think will reveal what season that you're in, and if a person tells me, hey, God told me to move on, I don't question that. I don't question God.
That's on
But I do also believe that God gives confirmation to the shepherd or
Yes.
to another person so that there is some confirmation like, okay, yes, this person is no longer, and I'm actually calling this person to move to this ministry to help, for them to grow, for them to step out and use the stuff that they learned here to help, this other body.
What Key? I'm asking you. Like, what are some of the bad reasons to want to leave a church? Like, that's not a good enough reason to leave.
What's not a good enough reason to leave?
He's asking for one.
Asking you. I'm
Oh,
asking
what's
you.
not a good enough reason to actually leave the church?
Yeah. Because I think the sister, like when he, for example, when he said, "Sister such and such rubbed me the wrong way,"
Yeah.
bro, that's a bad reason to leave.
I was just about to say, like, anything that's like, I don't want to say dealing with like the other members in the church, depending on what that situation is. I think things can be resolved. You didn't get picked to be a leader, or you didn't get picked to be, because in church, there's leaders in different positions. You didn't get chose to do this, or you feel like you're not being looked at in that manner. One thing I do want to say, like, there's always something to do in church. Like, there's always something to do. A lot of people just don't want to do what needs to be done. Like, they want that role that they want. And sometimes that's not the role that God has called you to do, or at this particular time, like Josh said. So I think a situation or issue with like your fellow brother or like your fellow sister, I think that's not really a legit reason. I don't know too many like not too good reasons for you to do that. Joe, what you said? What you said?
What you say, Joe?
Pastor said it. If the person that introduced you to the church up and decides to leave, now all of a sudden you want to leave.
Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. Just because your friend left, now you decide you want to leave too.
I mean, it's kind of tough being in a situation where you don't really rock with a lot of people.
Pastor said to reach out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Gotta reach out. What you think?
I don't know. I'm asking the questions here.
Huh? You ain't got no
My boy
answers.
talking
I'm
about
asking
you
the questions here.
My boy said he the interviewee.
Okay, my bad.
I'm asking questions here. You know what I'm saying?
bad. I can't wait for next
So I got like two more. Nothing
This
major.
is his episode.
Nothing major.
That's how you want to rock his episode.
He got it.
Nothing major. Does the member leaving say something more about the pastor or the member itself?
What
Both.
you mean? I'm confused.
Both?
With the question.
But I'll let you answer. I say both.
So why you say both, Josh?
Takes two to tank.
Give Keith some time to think.
Takes two to
yeah,
tango.
I don't understand the question.
So he's asking, is the pastor to blame for somebody wanting to leave, or is the member to blame for?
Yeah. Does it say something more
to
about
leave?
the pastor or the member?
I think it's a mixture of both. Now that percentage can vary, but I don't never think that it's all one person. I mean, obviously, unless your pastor just out of control, like, just belligerent.
Well,
Whatever.
Keith said, well.
But
how fast to be lit?
But yeah, I think there's a percentage, there's a shared blame or a shared load for both people.
Yeah.
The Bible says for you to study to show yourself approved.
Right.
So if you're not necessarily understanding what the pastor is preaching, it is you to go do the due diligence to research, and then if you still can't get that understanding, to go back with the questions that you do have.
Yeah.
Don't just let it go over your head, and because it was the pastor, he should have done a better job. Like, it's very hard to teach, even in a classroom. Like, it's very hard to teach 30 people the same way.
Absolutely.
And so, as a pastor, if you aren't able to vary the way that you teach or teach where everybody understands, after you've left the church as a member and you're like, man, I got this part, but I really didn't get this part, or I didn't get none of it. Like, okay, this is the scripture that he used. Let me go read it for myself. Let me see if I can find some context to get an understanding. And then if there's still a lack of understanding, to go back to the pastor one-on-one or during Bible study or whenever there is opportunity to have open communication, to communicate like, hey, I didn't understand this, how you taught it. Like, what exactly did you mean when you said this? Is this your interpretation, or is this, factual from the Bible? Like, there's no budging on this. Like, all of those things.
That's a good point.
Do you think it's okay? Is it okay to leave if the teaching or preaching style isn't just inconducive, is just not hitting you the same? Like,
Absolutely.
I think we, with a lot of research, it's one thing to do research. Of course, research the Bible, learn the Bible on your own. But you also want to be in front of someone who who breaks it down in a way to where you don't have to. You know what I mean? Me not understanding your message does lead me to have to go break down the Bible every single Sunday, but maybe I don't want to. Maybe I shouldn't. That shouldn't be the reason why I'm going back to the Bible, trying to figure out what is he talking about every Sunday. You know what I mean?
I think you should, even if you feel like you understand.
Yep. Gotta go prove that man
Like-
right or wrong.
Right. Yeah, like I'm not just gonna take your word for it because you said Noah and them was on the ark for 40 days and 40 nights. Because
Yeah, but if I know that, if I like, let's just say I know the basics of the Bible. You know what I mean? Like the basics. I have a good reading knowledge. I've read it a lot. I'm whatever the case may be. Right. I don't want to have to always go back to the Bible to triple check or check.
so my,
You better,
so my
you
question,
better
no,
than
you
me.
good. My question to you is, what do you do in like the natural? Like, let's take spiritual out of it.
Yeah, let's just say I got a good. What?
Do you not go back to your teacher and ask questions?
True, but I don't want to have to always have to go back and like
I'm
try
very
to.
inquisitive.
What was he talking about? What is this, that, and the third? That's not what I read. That's not my input.
But if it's if it is part of your way to be successful, why wouldn't you?
That's easy to say. Why wouldn't anybody go back and double check, triple check anything? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm speaking more so to the way that it's being put out there. Like, let's just say the message ain't hidden for me. Like, is it okay to leave a particular church because the message just ain't being delivered in the best way I feel like it should, or I feel like it could be more to it, or
I mean, it's
there's more to
definitely-
it. Yeah.
definitely
It may
okay
not
to
be for
leave.
you. It may not
well,
be for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like our pastor's style is very unorthodox. Like so, our pastor may not be, and I know it's not for everybody. Or there'll be one pastor in one church in the world, or in the state, or in the city. So there's multiple different churches. So I know like every style isn't for everybody. Some people like Michael Todd's style. You know what I mean? Like on how he preaching and
guy.
how you doing.
I do not.
Gotta be stopped.
I do
Gotta
not.
be
That's my
stopped.
guy.
Man.
I like Tim Ross. That's my guy.
Somebody go help these people.
TD.
Pastor Keon. That's my guy.
But
Keon.
it's something that you
TD.
said. I think a lot of people are scared to talk to their pastor. I think a lot of people are scared to have conversations.
They know it alls.
Or a challenge. Not even that. Like, man,
Majority of them,
you better
like they
you
know
gonna
it
be
all.
judged.
for sure.
You feel like you're gonna be judged.
I am very inquisitive. I've been inquisitive since I've been in school. I ask questions. Sometimes I ask too many questions. I ask questions. I ask my pastor questions.
Facts.
I challenge him when I feel like it's cap. I'm going to say cap. I may be wrong, but I'm definitely going to ask and push you to go into more details
Facts.
to get me to understand. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm your sheep. I do want to get it. I do want to understand. But the way that you just said it and broke it down, I didn't quite understand that. So maybe I'm right, or maybe you said it in a way that I don't understand. I think, interpretation and, understanding is definitely key as well. When you read stuff or hear stuff, don't just take it for granted. Even if you like, dang, I've always been told Noah was on the ark for 40 days, so I know he's right. Now go and do the understand. Go and check.
For y'all that don't know, they was on there longer than
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Just
Absolutely.
FYI.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We go down to Adam and Eve if you want to.
We're not doing it.
We still in Genesis.
Bruh.
Bro, we trying to leave Genesis. There's just so much stuff,
When
man.
you study, when you actually
Bruh.
break stuff down and study, like I don't want to say I can't see how somebody can read through the Bible. Like, yes, you can read through the Bible in a year, or you can do whatever.
Yeah.
But what did you understand? What
Nothing.
What did you comprehend?
Nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we've made it this big accolade to say, "Hey, I read the Bible in a year," which I mean, it is good.
yeah.
It is good.
It
It
is
is.
good to have. But
Did you understand?
did you understand?
No.
Did it help you grow? Did it help you realize, like, oh, that's why this is the way it is?
Let me tell you about reading the Bible in a year, because I read it last year for the whole Bible. It just made me more familiar of certain scriptures and certain stories or whatever the case may come out. Because like you hear people talk about mention stories and stuff like, I read something
that's
about
where
it.
it's at.
Yeah. That's what you're talking about. And to hear people actually build a word off of that particular story and see them
pretty
interpret it totally different, like that is what I get out of reading the Bible for a whole
I
year.
got you.
because when you're reading it, you're just reading the story.
Yeah.
But when you hear someone tie it to a great message, like you
That's
got
good.
all of that out of this woman just touching the hem of the garment.
No, for sure.
For sure.
It gets deep.
Bro,
it
you
gets truly deep.
sick. Like, you sick. Like, so, all right.
I think it's dope. I really think it's dope. And something that you said, like, when you're reading the Bible, bro, we've been trying to read the whole Bible together, bro. And we've been, like, talking about Genesis for, like, 6, 7, 8 months.
Bro,
because there's so many profound things that happen in these chapters that I don't want to say nobody, but not a lot of people are breaking down these things because a lot of people still eating on these baby food messages, and nobody wants to get the message behind the message or go deeper on what happened to Adam and Eve, or what happened before Adam and Eve, or what happened after Adam and Eve. Like, nobody wants to talk about those things. So it takes some people to actually break that down, and it's taken us a long time. So I agree. For the people who's like reading, say, "Oh, I read the Bible and understanding in a whole year," that's cap. There's no way.
Nah, bro.
It's no way.
I did not. I did not.
It's no way.
That's why I clearly said no.
Yeah.
I don't know what I read.
Yeah.
Just know I read a lot.
For sure.
For
Do you feel like the way that pastors are, and I'm speaking about ours, I'm speaking about the ones we see on TV, I'm speaking about social media, I'm speaking the collective of pastors. Do you think that they have geared their messages to appease YouTube and talking points, just like every podcast have certain talking points you hear spread across the atmosphere? Do you feel like teaching a religion and teaching has gotten to that point to where people are trying to appease people rather than digging into the word, is talking about the things that not necessarily people don't want to talk about?
Yes. Me and Kiev actually had this conversation. There's so much to dive into.
So much, man.
And it's almost like you get the same regurgitated stories flipped and remixed, and this DJ and this acapella and this the Afro style, this is a Latino style, like. But there's so many things, excuse me, in the Bible that you can touch on, even within the same story, that people overlook.
Yep.
And so I do feel like pastors get put into this box of, what is my congregation?
What do they need?
Like, what are they feeling? Like, what are they excited about? You know, what makes them move? What makes them tick? I think there is a time and a place for that. I think as far as like cultural things, like bringing that in, I think there is a time and a place for that to be interjected into a message. But in my opinion, the main purpose of preaching of the word is so that I can get an understanding of something that I just read that maybe I didn't study.
Gotcha.
Man, let me tell you, I just got something in when somebody who's young in the spirit or young in church feels the same way as somebody who's been in the church, that got to be the right feeling. I say that to say, like, and I hope Job don't mind me speaking about this, but we felt the same way, and I'm gonna speak about it. You know, we just be talking. We felt the same way about today's service, like, and that's how I know, like, it was like a fact that if you feeling this way and you just got in church, and I've been in church, and I'm growing right now, and we both feel the same way, like, I know we're not the only ones that feel the same way. I say that to say, like, you're absolutely right. I feel like some people, like, gear their messages towards, like, pleasing the saints or, you know, pleasing the crowd and want to get a reaction. Because I definitely feel like it was just, and nothing's wrong with this, but just a praising God moment. Like, I think church today was just praising God and which is great, but I don't feel like there was any substance or there was no direct message. Like, I didn't get a message, and maybe I was distracted, but I asked a couple of people and they couldn't really tell me like what the message was all about. I can tell you because I work in the AV team, so I had his notes. But other than that, I usually ask people, you know, some questions or whatever the case may be, and nothing really came about. Like, I got Dr. Jesus and I got praising the Lord. Like, so I absolutely correct. And I got a rebuttal to you, John and JB, about the question that you asked that's geared towards like the saints and different individuals. Do you think people now, pastors now, are gearing their message, or do you think they should gear their message more so of like to youth and young adults, or like more youthy, or more way that more people can understand? Because I definitely think like gearing the message towards one particular group is like kind of old out and played because the world is changing.
I think there has to be a balance, but to be 100% honest with you, I think the message should be for those that aren't in the church.
Agreed.
I feel like if you are in the church, regardless of if you don't know it all, you don't have it all together, like you are making strides in the right direction. Not saying that the pastor should just neglect you because, oh, you came to the church house.
Yeah.
But I think the message should be so compelling that people that don't want anything to do with Jesus, people that don't want anything to do with church people, or who have been hurt by the church,
No choice.
they want to actually come in and sit in the message and get something from the message. There are several messages that I sit through that I don't get absolutely anything from. But
Facts.
But I've talked to somebody else and they were like, y'all don't understand. I truly needed that this week. And so it goes back to what I was saying earlier, knowing whether this is a season of that. And season doesn't necessarily mean, you know, like we actually have fall, winter,
a
spring,
month or
summer.
2 months.
It could just be, you know, this week that wasn't for me. Maybe what I needed, I believe Jay Myers talked about this in a episodes back. Like maybe praise and worship is what I needed to get me through this week.
Yeah.
Maybe Sister Yolanda or somebody praying was what I needed to get me through
Even what
this
he
week.
said. Even what he said. You go in there looking for a word when you need to just be praising God and worshiping God, bro. That was it. Like, you don't need no more word, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't thank God all this week.
Yeah,
So this
bro.
was your opportunity.
You haven't thanked him. You haven't praised him. You haven't worshiped him. And maybe that may be the answer to whatever issue you may have in life. You need to worship your way out of it.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I stopped going in there trying to get. I try to get words. Like, bro, like, no, I've, like, not to sound bad.
On the community center.
No, not to sound bad, but, like, that's like my uncle. Pastor's like my uncle. I know everything he gonna say. We've gotten to the point to where we know what he's gonna say. We've been sitting under him going on 12, 15 years. Like, I done heard almost every single thing he's going to say.
I believe in burnout too.
So at some point I am going to be burned out. So that's why I started looking to everyone else. You know what I mean? Because I know where he's going. I know what messages he's going. I know what he's going to say when you talk. Like, that's why a lot of times I don't really talk to him that much. I don't talk to a lot of people that much because I know what my uncle going to say. It's like going to dad. I don't know what my daddy gonna say. You've heard I know what my mama gonna say.
Yeah.
He's like my uncle, bro. I know what my uncle finna tell me, bro. Like, and so let me ask you a question though. Do you guys feel like where we're at currently, the church you're at currently, is where you're gonna be at until you pass away?
That's a deep question. Do I feel like where I'm at right now?
And before you answer, you got to think about it. Spiritually, we're gonna grow. We're gonna yearn and want more. We're gonna if our purpose is to worship him and you know what I mean, like lift up his name and do great things under his name. Do you honestly believe that where you're at currently is going to be where you're going to be at for the rest of your life, if that's the goal?
I think it can be, but I don't think it has to be.
Part-time.
Yeah, make
like
it personal.
whenever
Make it personal.
So I feel like if we see something that is lacking, and it is something that we can put something towards, like to make better.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like we should. I don't feel like any members should just be like, oh, well, they're not teaching, you know, what I want to hear. Like, start a small group then.
Yeah.
Like, be the change. I know it's cliche and all that. Like, be the change that you want to see.
See, but here's the issue with that. Some people may not be okay with the style of the pastoring over that whatever that ministry is, and is the reason why they don't do it.
Yeah. You just start something.
Okay, so if you start doing something,
it's gonna bleed, bro. If it's
your
good,
pastor's gonna want to have the say so on it.
That's
not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Nah,
That's
I
not
don't
true.
think so.
Like you can start something. Let's just say like what we started right here.
I was just about to say.
What we started right here.
I'm talking about
If we wanted to turn this, what I'm saying is, if
well,
we
this
wanted
is
to-
outside though. This is out. I'm talking about within your church.
But you can do it outside. But it can be
This is not a part of our
people
church.
People from the church could be a part of what you're doing outside of the church.
Yeah.
True, but this is not a connection into our church. Our church has no connection,
And
have
that
no
doesn't have
say
to be
so into
either.
what we do say.
It's literally me
I won't
texting
say
y'all.
no
It's
connection.
literally,
They
it's literally
don't.
me texting y'all and saying,
I met
"Hey,
him through church.
right?
How?
You met the person.
I met
through
him.
church.
I met JB through church.
Yeah, but that's 15, 17 years ago.
Yeah, that's at the same church that I go
But
to now.
when I mean like,
and if it wasn't for church
we don't answer to our church.
right now, no.
No, we don't.
Right.
So it's not in. They can't.
I know what you're saying.
but they
What
wouldn't
I'm
have to
saying
answer
is
either.
okay.
I'm not saying start a ministry in the church.
Right.
What I'm saying is you're saying, hey, what I'm getting on Wednesday, let's say Wednesday is your issue.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, I'm not really getting the Bible study, like the deep stuff that I'm looking for. So let me start it.
Like Sunday,
I might not
Sunday,
even know
yeah.
how to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get like-minded people and say, hey, let's dig through this. Maybe you'll say something that sparks something. Maybe you'll
Now
say
that
something
same
sparks
thing,
something.
that same thing that you're talking about, can get picked up by another church.
What you mean?
The work you do may not be seen in your church
Right.
and may get picked up by somebody else. So
I agree with that.
that may force you to move around.
It may.
You know what I mean?
It could potentially, yeah, it definitely could
Yeah.
potentially do
I
that.
think for me personally, I'm gonna speak on personal. I mean, I can see and this is what I do even if in my career, if I don't see myself growing, I'm gonna dip anyways. Like I'm gonna give you some time. And after that, if I don't see myself growing here or doing better here, if I'm not being better here, I would have been dipped from New Covenant. Regardless if my mama go there, I love New Covenant. I love people in there. I would have been dipped. But because I can see where New Covenant can go, if we get our stuff, if we do some certain things
On potential.
yeah, not necessarily potential because
stop.
I know he goes. I know what he's doing.
You just said
know
where
what
it
you're
can
doing.
go.
Right.
But we've grown. But that's different because we have actually grown.
Right.
Like the potential has actually progressed every single time.
Because old
like
people
we was
ain't
in a
doing
power
nothing.
center. Now we have our own building.
You
now
talking
we
about
own
the building?
building.
I'm talking about like the members.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Now before the sound system, now we have a whole M32. Now we got new cameras. Now we got new chairs. And that actually helps new people to come in. Like, oh, now we have a position. Oh, now we have an open job. Now we got more things for people to do inside of the church. Like Pastor just connected Joe to, hey man, I already seen what you were already doing. Do you mind if you do this every Sunday and we can talk about how we can help each other? Like, so there's opportunities to grow. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. There's things to do in church for people to do. A lot of people just don't want to do it. They just don't. Oh, nah, that's beneath me. I don't want to take out the trash. Oh, I don't want to pick up the trash. I don't want to wipe the windows. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sing. I don't want to usher.
Right.
But why not? Like, that's just my thing.
What made you get involved?
That's a good question.
What made me get involved?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you know what I just realized?
It's just
John?
something I wanted to do, honestly. I
You
feel
and
like I could
AV in Love Center.
Yeah, I did AV. I've
I
always
just
been an AV.
realized that, bro. You were our AV at our last church years ago.
Always been an AV. Work soundboards, all that
That's
stuff.
crazy.
But like, what made you be like, I'm going to lend a helping hand versus like, oh, they ain't got it. Well, they just ain't got it.
That's facts. Because you could have said no.
What made you make that step to be like, you know what, I am going?
Because I don't think it's nothing wrong with doing something. I think everyone should do something.
Agreed.
There's, like you said, there's always something to do. Serve in other ways. Like there's always something to do. Like I was just thinking about all the things they got in the church, bro. I'm not an usher. Like, bro, if I tell you to sit right here and you don't sit right here, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Y'all forget this.
Yeah, that ain't your ministry.
Like niggas ain't listening. Like, bro, I sit right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just not me. Like,
Right.
offering, like they it was just really one of the only open places to work, honestly.
Nah.
What is there to do?
You could have definitely been picking up trash.
Time out. We have a schedule to where each certain group is supposed to clean on
people don't do
Saturdays.
it.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
But I'm saying you could be that person that's still that does it.
That's not. No, I'm not doing it,
Now, that's what I'm saying.
bro. Because it doesn't fit my schedule. Like
Absolutely, I
got kids, so y'all want me to come up
you.
there on a Saturday with my kids and clean up? It's not gonna get done.
I get you.
It's not gonna get done. But I think it was just one of those things where it was an opening
It fits you.
and it fit. Like I ain't got to talk to nobody. I ain't got to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you guys, you guys didn't answer my question. Do you guys honestly believe? So you guys believe that this is where you're gonna be the rest of your life? Yes or no? Just a yes or no.
I said make it personal. You didn't. You skipped
Yes or
that
no?
question.
I didn't skip the question.
Yes, you did.
It's a yes or no question.
You never answered.
Yes or no?
Oh, yes, I did.
No,
So
you
yes
did
or
not.
time out. He's about to answer. Do you believe this is where you're gonna be for the rest of your life? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Bro, you acting like John right now, bro.
No, I'm not.
I can't say.
You acting like John.
Bro, that's like saying I'm gonna have this car for the rest of my life.
Bro, he just
Or
asking
I'm
your
gonna have this-
opinion.
I'm gonna have
You
this
got an
It's just an opinion. Do you think that this
got
is
an
where you're gonna be
opinion?
for the rest of your life?
Yes or no?
potentially.
Potentially, yes.
So that's a yes.
Yes. Okay.
John, you?
No.
Yeah, because you said you want to go to Denver.
Huh? No. Not only that, it's because like at some point you're gonna hit a wall, right? And then even if you think about our pastor, he didn't start off pastoring. He was working and serving under somebody.
Right.
Every major pastor that you know are not taking over the churches that that they went to. They're starting their own thing. Some of the singers and ministers of almost every church came from a different church.
So you plan on becoming a pastor?
No, I'm just saying, like, in life, we upgrade relationships. You know, you're not somebody's girlfriend for their whole life. You upgrade in life.
But you
You
can't
change
be,
the type of relationship.
But you can't be.
But you stay with that person.
And
True.
that's what I'm saying.
But we're talking
Like,
about
is that-
we're talking about a place. We're
This
talking
is your,
about a place.
but it could be the same way.
No.
Yeah, it could be-
That's
It could
like
be the
that's
same
like
way.
comparing a
Now-
promotion.
Now you
to
cameraman of a big. Well, how many acres we got? How many acres we got?
Just
of
a
land?
mega church.
Mega church.
Yeah.
Now you cameraman of mega church. Now you run the whole camera section.
Right.
That's growth.
For
now
the
you
first
done went
service,
from
and somebody else got second and third service.
facts. Now you best friends, girlfriends, and now you husband and wives.
No. That's
I mean-
that's not what my calling is. Like I don't see myself being a cameraman for like no.
I mean, that was just an example.
Yeah.
That's just an example that he's
But-
giving.
I see myself going somewhere else? Yes, I could. I can definitely see myself going somewhere else because there's good word all over the place.
Correct.
But what's wrong with getting that word throughout the week?
What you mean?
So I mean, I listen and I indulge in a lot of messages and sermons throughout the week. Now,
Yeah.
As far as like going there or like on a Sunday,
Like on a Wednesday.
because I'm serving. You know where I'm at. There's nothing wrong with getting a word. Me and my wife talked about this. There's nothing wrong if on Sunday you felt that I needed a word, and then you scroll in YouTube and you see Pastor Todd or Pastor Ross or Pastor Jakes, any of those people, and you like, oh, let me click on this from the title or the thumbnail, and then you get the word that you need. Like,
Oh, that's automatic. I
I feel like
think
it's okay to search for
more words.
something versus expecting it to happen every Sunday for you. Like we've made church so much about us that we forget that it's supposed to be about everyone else. Like God never called us to make the church about us. It's supposed to be about
Could the
other
same
people.
thing be vice versa? To be vice versa for the pastor? Like I want to, as a saint, as a member, I want to move around and go get word from different places. Why is that looked upon as something that's like not okay?
I think for stability purposes, you should be.
Then I cut it down to not so frequent. Once a month, I go visit another church. Is that
I'm
more
cool with
stable?
that. I'm cool.
Like
with that.
two Sundays out of the month and 2 Wednesdays out of the month. I'm at my own church.
Where
but
you sending your tithe?
I'm
sending my ties to my church.
Who you going to for?
counsel.
So it has to be 75 to 25. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying you can't
I'm
serve
just saying,
two.
if you're gonna leave, quote unquote,
It's not leaving. I
your
just said
house,
visit.
Your house.
I said
Nah, that's not visiting anymore.
Yeah.
You didn't hear what I said. I
you said
said
every two. You said two
all right,
throughout the month.
but what did I
That's
say
not
first?
visiting no
What did I
more.
You
say
said
first?
once a month.
So if I go to another
this was
church
the
on a
two.
Wednesday and a Sunday once a month,
After
the
a certain
problem?
while, you're no longer visiting, bro.
that's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. If I go to different churches and I'm getting a word from somewhere else, like outside of looking at YouTube, I don't see nothing wrong with that, bro.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong
I
with
don't see
it.
nothing wrong with that. But if I decide to go
I see
2
something
Sundays
wrong with
one
it.
month,
I don't think
why?
that should be your every month, every day, every like week is something new, is something different. I don't feel like it should be like
Why?
that.
Why not?
I feel like there should be some type of consistency. That's just me. Like there's nothing wrong with getting those messages or listening to those messages, but
It's no longer
go and put
visiting.
yourself in those different environments.
You're
What
purposely
in the
doing it.
natural do you do?
What
do
you
that
mean?
in? Like, what other aspect in your life do you do that where, I'm gonna do this week, but this next week I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna go over here. Outside of food, because I feel like you was just gonna say something about food.
No, I was gonna say whether it's certain gyms, you may work out a different way. You may one week we're at the fields, next week we're at inside gym.
Okay,
One
but do
week
you have
I'm
a
inside-
membership at multiple gyms?
Some gyms don't cost for certain some ways of working out don't cost for a membership. Of course, I'm not gonna have total multiple gym memberships. I got one, but as far as working out, I can work out outside. I can work out here. I can work out there.
Right.
But I may have one different membership. I.e., I can go worship here. I can go listen to word here. But I may have one membership, which is my church.
But
I can
are
do
you
that.
consistently going to your church?
I'm consistently switching up the way and where I work out. Yes.
Because to me, membership requires consistency.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It requires service. It requires those things to me. Like maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it twisted. But I feel like anytime I'm a member somewhere, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's 1,000 gyms, but this is my gym. This is the gym that I'm going to. Oh, they don't have this machine. I will figure something else out at this gym, or I do it at
Until
home, or
they
I do
get-
it
yeah.
outside, or hey, I'll put in a request. Like,
I was just about to say,
this
go
is-
talk to the manager.
This is something that we need in the gym. You know, whatever the case may be. But again, if God tell you to move, move.
Move.
I'm definitely not telling
Yeah, I'm
anybody
not
to
opposed to
stay.
that.
I mean, that's the great way. You could say that, but y'all not here to say that is to ignore what I'm saying.
Which
If
is,
God tells you to move, move. That's not what I'm saying.
so what are you saying?
What I am saying is I believe it's perfectly okay. Like, I'm trying to get y'all opinion. Like, do you think it's okay to just be stuck in one particular area? Do you honestly
I
think
don't
this
think
is
it's
I
okay
don't
to be
think
stuck.
okay?
I think it's, but we're talking about church,
But I
right?
think your way of escape needs to be, I don't want to say it like that, but like your way of
Oh, no.
getting a solution doesn't need to.
What am I?
Doesn't
I,
always
I
need to
didn't
be
say there was a
leaving.
problem. So for me to try to get a solution to say it was a
There
problem,
is a
But there-
problem.
there's
it's not a
there's
problem if I want to
deficiency,
go
obviously.
somewhere else.
There
That's a
is.
deficiency, bro.
Yeah, there is a
Wow.
problem.
Do you
Why
wanna
are you
leave,
going?
Do you want to leave your home and find another wife?
No. We're not talking about. We're talking about receiving the word of God,
Right.
okay?
And at home, you don't necessarily all the time receive everything that you want. That doesn't mean like.
And in my
hey,
church,
next week,
you don't receive
I'm gonna
everything
go to
you
Susie
want.
B house because she
You're
don't
making
cook
his point.
the good meal
You're making
for
my
me.
point, bro. In my
No.
church, I don't.
No, you making.
I'm not
That's my
making.
point.
How?
Yeah, because you.
So why wouldn't you do that in your marriage?
That's what he's saying.
No. That's wild.
That's
That's
not
not
wild.
wild.
Let's stick
God
on
called
topic.
church
Let's
what?
stick on topic.
The bride.
Do you get every single thing you need spiritually from your church?
No.
Oh,
Okay, so what's
But it's,
wrong?
I don't believe
You
it's
answered
supposed
the
to
question.
give you 100% either.
Here's okay then.
Some of that
So-
falls on you.
True, but whatever you're not getting at your church, do you feel like it's wrong for you to go somewhere else and worship
what?
some other places? You
Why
think that's
did-
wrong?
consistently.
Consistently, yes. But
once
why
a
did-
month-
Consistently, yes, there's a problem
Why?
because you cannot serve two masters.
We're not you that out of context. Out of context.
Meaning you can't
Out of
have
context.
two shepherds. Meaning
Out
you
of
can't have
context.
two. That's not. Have you ever seen a sheep have two
Bro,
two
is it
shepherds?
out of context?
It's not.
I mean,
That verse is
scripture-
out of
that
context.
particular-
have
that
you ever
particular
let's not
seen
use
a
it.
sheep
Right, that
have
particular
two
scripture.
shepherds?
But I agree where he's going. But the context of the scripture is
It's out of context.
But what he's.
But I'm saying, I
but
get
the
what you're
example
saying.
that
That's
he's
where I was
giving-
going with
Yeah,
it.
the example that.
So
he's
I
giving
won't
is-
go. I won't go visit the same. Like, bro. There's nothing wrong with you go get some word somewhere else, bro.
I agree 100%.
wrong.
I didn't disagree, but consistently,
You
My
know,
thing
that
is
means
why
you're
you-
looking for something
Right.
that you're not getting at your church.
Correct.
At your
And if
church.
we're
he
not
just
getting at
said.
your
He
church,
just said
then
we
you
don't
need to
get.
leave.
He just so if I'm not giving 100% for my wife, I should leave her.
No.
You just tried to use that as a point a second ago.
No.
Now we deep dive into the conversation, and I'm bringing it back using your logic. Should I leave her?
But I've already said you shouldn't leave either. I said you should try to figure out what you can bring to the table to help it work.
Man.
But for those that God has told you to leave,
Man,
hey, leave.
you try telling somebody that they preaching ain't what it is. You try telling somebody
If you're
that
scared,
music ain't
just
what
say
it is.
that.
No, I'm just throwing examples out here. Please do not make it personal.
I have
Pastor
told
that
my
day.
dad, Pastor
Don't make
Akeem
it personal.
Bandelli, hey, you slipping.
We're
You
not-
got burnout.
See,
You've
that's
been
the problem.
You've been preaching too
That's the
long.
problem. We're you guys are making it personal. I'm not trying to make it personal. This has nothing to
I'm
do
just
with
giving you
our
an
pastor.
example. I
This
got
has to
that.
do with everybody.
Right.
This is a conversation like assume I've had conversations with people who have left churches
Okay.
and they want to know what's the problem. What's the problem with me wanting to go somewhere else? What's the problem
Did God
with me?
tell you to go somewhere else, or you
Facts.
want it? You just said they want it.
That's a difference.
There's a big difference of you wanting something, or God telling you to do something.
I mean,
Again, there's a season,
I get it.
and we have to be patient as people.
I just feel like people get the bad rap that leave certain places. Like I feel like when it comes to religion, when it comes to wanting to know God and yearning for more, that should be celebrated more than it is condemned.
I mean, I agree
That's
with that.
that's my
What
in
are
my
you
opinion.
searching for? That's the question that I would ask. What are you searching for?
I mean,
that's the
that's-
question. No, I'm just saying that's
and that's an open question. Like that's an open question. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's what
it
I'm
can
saying.
be it could be so many things. But if that's getting off, and I feel like also that's going to get off topic as well. Like, what am I searching for? I want a better deliver. I want more word. I'm tired of hearing the same thing over and over again. Like
That's probably not the church for you.
I mean, exactly.
Or talk to your pastor.
Exactly.
Either one.
Talk to your pastor.
Man, please.
Either one.
Y'all,
I'll for sure.
y'all.
Pastor light us up, and we be lighting up pastor too.
Fact.
I
Big
mean,
facts.
that's I get it, but
fact.
like,
Like, I understand. Like, hey,
it's not realistic, bro.
I mean, it
Huh?
is. It is.
No,
What?
not at all.
It is.
What?
I just think people like being catered to, and the moment that they're not being catered to anymore,
Yep.
it becomes a problem.
Yep. Now it's an issue.
Make
Yes,
it make sense.
because
Make it
now
make
you're not
sense.
getting everything
you're,
that you
you're
want.
making it about you. So now, if the pastor decides,
How?
I'm gonna do. If you come to the pastor and you say, "Hey, pastor, I need this type of teaching. I need this." Now, okay, I'm teaching this to you.
So I can't go to him because I'm.
I didn't
If
say
I
that.
go
I
to
did
him,
not- I
I'm
did
going to
not
tell
say
him how
that.
I'm feeling.
I didn't say that's fine. That's fine to do.
That's personal, right?
But expecting him to change it specifically for you is wrong.
That's why I feel like talking to a pastor about what I disagree is
No,
pointless.
because he may have the
It's
answer.
pointless.
He may have the answer, and if you his
But
shepherd,
if I'm
best
expecting-
believe that the answer will come. If that's truly your man of God, you're going to have an
We're
answer.
talking about
You may not
answers to
like it.
questions, not style of leadership or maybe or how the message is getting delivered. We're like if I have a question about the Bible, I can Google it. I'm talking about like if we have a real issue of like how things are being presented, what we're being taught, like no.
What is your issue with it? Is my question.
Yeah, I will ask questions. I told you I'm inquisitive.
It just ain't hitting. Like
What does that mean? Like,
sometimes
what does that
sometimes it
mean?
just ain't hitting it. Like sometimes
You know,
people
there's other people in the church that can also give a message as well, right? Like
Yeah,
pastor
but
isn't
what-
the only person that you can.
but who's
seek
on a
help from.
pulpit 95% of the time?
What does that mean?
That's at our church. You made it personal there. That's at our church.
Who's on the pulpit 95% of the time?
Again, that's at our church.
At every church, the pastor's on a
That's
pulpit.
false. Which is one of the reasons.
How's that false?
Which is one of the reasons I like Transformation Church. A lot of
How's
people
that false?
I'm about to tell you. A lot
All right.
of people give them.
That's one church.
Pastor Mike Todd slack. You said all. A lot of people
95%.
A lot of people give them slack, but they make sure that a fresh word is rolling through
They're the 5%.
their church.
They're the 5%, Josh. Now I would I would challenge you and ask you to go look at every other church that you see and who's delivering the messages on Sunday.
I mean, I feel like there's a rotation at churches between your pastors.
Depending on the there's a rotation at the location.
But
Your
we
elder. No, I'm talking about the people that are in the church. The question is, are there people in place to preach a word?
Yes, but who majority of the time preaches that
That's what I'm
word?
saying. Like they not the only one that can help you out. It's a hospital. They not the only one that can help you out. The nurse can help you. A lot of time when you go to the hospital, you
don't
go
see a
talk to
doctor.
the nurse. You won't even see the doctor.
Facts.
I don't.
I'm just saying.
How you
Like,
don't get it?
I don't get that.
I'm just saying.
How you don't get it though?
Like that's not true.
That is true. Now
Man,
I do.
I don't got a lot of revelations from Mama Betty.
We're talking about strictly from the word that's being delivered on Sunday.
Why
Not-
why is that the biggest focus when you go to church?
Facts.
I'm
That
not
must
saying
mean that you're
bro,
not doing
but
what you're
every
supposed to do during the
everybody.
week.
No,
You're trying to overindulge on Sunday so it can get you through the rest of the week.
in the religious,
That's good. That's
in the
good.
religious atmosphere, the Sunday is the most important.
That's cap.
Cap. Who said that?
Yeah, I don't know who
I
said
don't believe that.
I don't know who said that.
I don't believe that.
If you're a Christian, the most important day in the
Yeah.
week is a Sunday
Most
to a
important day is the
Christian.
Sabbath, sir.
Yeah, I
so
don't
that is
believe that.
When do
big
we have
cap.
church?
I'm-
When do we have
believe that.
church?
Church is Sunday.
All
But it
right
don't have
then.
to be on
It is
Sunday.
the most
Yeah.
important day
And
in
I'm
the
telling you,
Christian.
it's cap.
Bro,
Yeah.
so why everybody
disagree.
put on their Sundays best if it's not important? or
Because
it's
they-
not,
people like
My
the
man
cap.
came in shorts. That ain't his best.
bro, come on, man. All right, y'all. Now we just talking to be
Nah,
no,
that's
no, we not,
I'm
bro.
so
dead
a Monday
serious.
is super important to
I'm dead
Christians.
serious.
Yes.
And that's what he's talking
All
about.
right.
A lot of people go on
A
Sunday
tu-
and
a
try
third-
to
a
get
Saturday, a Tuesday.
A lot of people try to go on Sunday and
No.
try to get filled with everything,
No.
not knowing
Show me in the
that
Bible
on
where they-
Monday that
where
you
they-
can also go read the word. On
Show
Tuesday,
me in
you
the
can also
Bible
go
where they
read.
worship on a
No.
specific day.
No, we're talking about
They worship every day.
That's
He was
true.
walking
That's
every
true.
day and teaching every day. If you're coming to church on
true.
Sunday because you didn't read
You're
your
coming
Bible,
for the wrong
When-
reasons.
and then
Time
not,
out.
oh, I didn't get nothing from you.
We're not talking
so now I
about
need to
we're
move to
not
go
talking
somewhere else.
about us. We're not talking about us who have a relationship. We're talking about if you're trying to get the average person to dig deeper and dive deeper and
No.
grow, the most important day to them is a Sunday.
I'm give you
bro.
a prime example. I'm giving
Okay.
on Lord is my witness. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call him out because he know what's up.
No,
I'ma
you ain't gotta call out nobody.
CJ, I'm gonna call. See, I bring CJ to church. CJ never used to go to church. But the fact that I brought him, now he wants to get in. He don't even want to step foot in church because he feels like when he's being preached to, it is good, but he's not receiving what he wants to receive. He needs to know the Lord for himself. So now he reads his Bible by himself. But I brought him to a church. The most important day to CJ ain't Sunday, but you can't tell him that he don't know the Lord or he's not learning or he's not growing.
Right. Bro, you keep saying that's a little percent of the people. That has nothing to do with the pastor. You try to make that the church or the pastor's fault that on Sunday you put Sunday on this pedestal. Bible ain't tell you to do that. Tradition might
It
have
sounds
told you to do
good,
that.
but ain't no parking lots full on Wednesday. Ain't no
Whose
parking
fault
lots
is that?
full on
Is that
Thursday.
the pastor's fault?
Ain't
Or
parking
is that
lots
the
are
members'
barely
fault?
full on Sundays in some churches.
Is that the members'
That's not
fault?
like
or the pastor's
society.
fault? Whose fault is that?
That's why we're having this conversation
yeah.
about the church and being
And
and
so-
what we're
and you're-
receiving,
and
bro.
what
That
I'm
ain't the
saying is-
pastor fault.
Come on,
You're talking
man.
about pastors,
But you're-
pastors.
but
The
it can be
pastors there on
lost.
Sunday and the pastors there
Bro,
on Wednesday.
a crackhead-
Where the members at?
True story.
Where the members at? You talking about you want to grow and you want to learn? Why you ain't there? Why you not on the prayer line on Tuesday? You talking about you want to learn how to pray?
Facts.
Bro.
Don't push off the blame. Oh, well, they not doing this how I
that's
wanted
the
to do.
thing. You refusing to hear the other side of it,
What other side?
and you're just automatically thinking we're trying to blame. We're not trying to blame. Like
But that's what
my question. No.
You're saying you're not doing what I need you to do for me. Again, people are making the church about them.
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
You literally just said, I'm not getting what I need, so I'm gonna hop from this church.
That wasn't the only thing. You just picked one thing,
Okay,
bro.
what else did you say?
That I may not be hearing you. I have grown a deaf ear. Like it can be something with me. Like I can leave. What's wrong with it?
Right.
Or I'm tired of hearing
And what
about
I
for your family all the time, bro. That's
and
another
you just answered
reason,
my
bro.
question. You said it's you. It's not
But
about
there's
you.
other things that
Right.
he can fix as well.
No, you just said it's about you. That you tuned out. That you decided to do these things.
Yeah,
And it's about me
we gotta
that he's
get it
talking about
together.
his family all the time. It's about me that I've heard every single story. Is it about me that he hasn't dig deeper?
I
Like,
won't
is it
say he
about
gonna
me
dig
that
deeper.
he hasn't did X, Y, and Z? Like, bro, it's not always about me, bro.
So
sometimes
take
pastors,
the analogies out of it.
sometimes pastors and members do get comfortable.
I agree.
All I'm saying is,
agree.
is nothing wrong with anybody wanting to learn more and do more.
Nobody said
And
what's wrong with that.
But I think also religion and how you receive it and what you're gaining from it is the most personal decision you can make. You have to be personal. We're talking about my salvation.
Stating
here,
a lot of
bro.
facts right now.
We're talking about my salvation.
Right.
I'm supposed to be as greedy, as needy as I want to. I'm supposed to get the word delivered how I want to.
But you should also be
This is
stable.
my salvation.
But you don't want to. I
Who
feel like
said that?
you're saying, "Oh, I want this. I
How
need
you know
this,"
that?
but
How
you're
you know
not
that?
active. The person is not actively doing that.
How do we know? How do we know?
You just said it.
How do we know?
You just said it.
No, I gave you an example. You assume that is the only thing. All I said was
I'm going off
Sunday
of
is the most important day, and you guys jumped on it like
Yeah,
this, that, and the
that's
third. It is. That's why everybody. That's
I'm
why
just
every
talking
single
about the
church is
information
full on
that's
Sunday, bro.
presented
Stop
to me.
it. Stop it,
Bro, it's cap.
Why? Why are people
it.
just going to Sunday service?
There's a lot more people at the football game on Sundays, if you want to be honest.
Thanks.
I'm not talking about football. I clearly said the most.
crowd.
Time out, bro.
Is Sunday
Let's
the
not
most
get
important
off
day in
topic.
football? Is Sunday the most important day in football?
Yes, bro.
That's cap. Those practices every day of the week are the most
my
important
goodness,
days for
bro.
those people.
We don't watch practice, bro.
Exactly. So you don't know the pain.
We don't
and
watch
all the
practice.
struggle that it takes to
Check this
perform
out.
on
The
that
choir
Sunday.
don't sing at Bible study.
But they practice.
Yeah, they
Time out. Time out.
They did.
They not work. They not lifting up the Lord on no.
They are.
No.
They are. They
No.
are. I won't say that they
What's
not. They for sure are.
How many tracks they
Guess
sung this
what?
past Bible study?
Guess
I'll
what?
wait.
It starts on Wednesday.
Do the ushers show up on Bible study Wednesday?
Yes.
I'll wait.
Yes.
No, they don't.
They do.
Come on, man. But they not. They not guiding people to their seats. Stop it.
Bro,
Yeah, because y'all
Stop
are at
it.
home. Everybody at home.
I
because-
guarantee you.
because
people
don't nobody
on Wednesday.
feel-
It's the pastor in the church fault.
Sunday is the day. Like I said.
Cap.
Like I said, bro.
If Sunday is the day,
Sunday's the day, bro.
a Christian,
That's why they weak.
Christian.
Sunday's
if
the day.
Sunday is the most important day to you're tripping.
That's how I know you didn't listen.
You're tripping.
I said I'm talking about the normal person coming into church. I never said Christians, bro. Outside of us, bro. I'm talking about people who are trying to
And
get
we're
a footing
still
in,
telling
bro.
You, Sunday is not the most
It
important
is,
day.
bro. Because they've been thinking all week, I'm going to go to church on Sunday
And
with
that's
my grandma.
the problem. You
Bro,
ain't did nothing all week.
Come on.
And you're waiting for Sunday.
We're not talking about people like us who have a relationship. We're talking about the masses, bro.
people.
We're talking about the
You
masses,
don't have
bro.
to go. You don't have to wait till Sunday. What if you die before Sunday?
And you know what it can get them hooked? You know what can get them hooked?
What?
Doing something on
On
Monday?
a Sunday.
Nope.
A lot of
Doing
people have
something on
changed.
Monday or
Altar
Tuesday?
calls on a Sunday have changed their lives.
Talk about you,
bro.
okay,
We talk.
let's say they come to church on Sunday, and then on Monday
They die.
you doing whatever.
Right. That's
You
foolish,
doing whatever.
bro.
Man.
No, every day needs to be important
Thank
to
you.
you.
Every day. You work out
You're
your
right.
soulless
You're
salvation
absolutely right.
every
But in the
day.
church, what's the most important day? Thank you.
Every day.
No, every day.
No.
I say every day.
You might say
The church is
every-
closed. Can I go to the church and get a time out?
Church ain't never closed.
Time out.
Big
Time
cap.
out. Can I go to church on Monday and get a service?
Yes.
Why you?
Where? When?
Yes.
What time it start?
If you talk to pastor,
What time it start?
Pastor will show up at any
What
day
time
to
it
give you a
start?
service.
What time does it start?
Facts.
What time does it
That's
start?
because
You're looking for a
you ain't-
schedule.
That's because
Tuesday.
You didn't
Boys
express.
looking for a
Tuesday.
schedule.
You
What
didn't
time is the
express
church open?
Pastor, that's what you need.
Tuesday. What time is the church open?
You didn't express the pastor. It can open on any given time, on any given day. I promise you.
Thursday,
you
what
can
time is it
the door.
open?
Boys want to be spoon fed.
Yeah.
That's what, it comes
What
down
time is
to.
it open?
What
It
day
comes
you
down
want to be
being-
open?
being spoon-fed.
We just want food that's digestible, bro.
Which? Huh?
That's it. That's all it
You
is.
want to be spoon fed.
Make it. Make
Boys wanna
sure.
be spoon-fed.
Make sure we can digest it, bro.
What's wrong with your digestive system?
What's wrong with the way?
That's a
What's wrong with the
great
process of the
question.
food?
With your
What's
digestive
wrong with how the food is processed?
You ain't had no issues breaking down this GMO and all this other trash. People have put plenty of trash in
When
their
you
body
learn
and-
better,
and
you
they
do
body
better.
digests
And
it
when you
just
learn
right.
better, you do better.
And that's what
we
we
didn't
trying
know.
to tell you.
Nobody was talking about GMO, GMHO, none of that stuff
That's
until
what we
people
trying
start
to
putting it
tell
on
you.
signs. I ain't trying to hear it.
That's what we
It
trying
don't
to
matter.
tell
We
you.
didn't know vegan was an option until these Whole Foods pop up. Stop it! I ain't
Cat.
trying to hear it.
Big cat.
We know
We didn't know there was
Hear it,
other
big
preaching
cat.
out there
We know
until
you're not
people
trying to
start getting on YouTubes and stuff like that, bro.
I did know
You-
that.
you-
I
feel
No,
like
no,
this
bro.
was here
Come on,
before.
bro.
What are you talking
Come on, bro.
about?
Come on, bro.
Bro, you act like your church was the only
We
church.
can keep going.
We
We
knew that
can
there
go
was
tit for
several
tat. Now
churches.
this is petty.
No,
We can go
that's
tit for
not
tat.
Not Betty.
That's
We
not
can go
petty,
because
there's
people are getting
that think just like
defensive.
you.
People are
Facts.
getting defensive, and they're not trying to hear the other side of it.
That's
What is the
cap.
other side?
The other side of it, that it may be something you
Joe
never
got
take
something
into
to say.
consideration. There's
Yes, sir.
something issue,
Yes,
but
sir.
I'm talking right now,
It's a
so we
2-hour
ain't going to
episode.
you, Job, right now. We ain't going to you.
But
Watch
we
out, bro.
defensive.
Yeah.
No, we not. We not because I'm in the
2-hour
middle of
episode.
something and he had a problem with it. So we make sure we ain't doing that.
Hey, do your thing.
All right,
Do your
cool.
thing.
Sometimes it's not the member. Sometimes we need to get into a point to where, and I know y'all being defensive, and that's cool.
Nobody's being
Y'all being defensive.
You're assuming.
But
So you're doing what you're saying we're doing.
We can't just
but okay.
always say we want to get spoon fed and what's wrong with our justice system. Do you guys honestly believe you're receiving the word at the full best capacity that you are?
No.
And pastors may not be the reason why some members are leaving?
I'm not looking for him to give me the best. That's your problem.
That's
you're
good.
looking for somebody else.
Nope, that's
to give you
good.
the best.
That's good.
I know.
That's good. No, I don't think so, bro.
Okay,
I don't think so.
That's you. You put somebody on a pedestal that this person is supposed
He's
to.
not on a pedestal. He's not on a pedestal.
You just said.
I just asked the
I'm gonna be
question.
honest with you. I think the
I
reason
asked
why
the
most
question.
people don't receive some of this stuff because it's a problem with them.
Thank you.
Really?
I promise
So
you.
you don't think there's anything wrong with the
didn't
way
say
that you possibly
No, that's not what I said.
Like going left.
But by you
Yeah,
ignoring
that's not what I
that
said.
side and going to that side,
not
you're
what I
not,
said. I
you're
said-
not being
I think
very
the
honest.
most problems, the reason why a lot
not
of
being
people
very
can't
honest.
digest a lot of the things that's being said because it's a problem with us. There is also a problem with how pastor, and everybody's got problems. So we're not just saying it's just pastor,
Right.
but a lot
But I need
of
you
the
to. But I need you to answer to that first before you
What?
always just put
Problem
it
with
on the
what?
people, bro.
With what?
Like
What-
my
what-
question was, do you feel like there's a way for that you can better get the word, or do you feel like you're getting everything you need out of the word, and you immediately went to the people
No, I
and not
said
answer
no.
the question?
We both said no.
We both answered
Nah,
the
but you
question.
immediately went to the people. That means you're
We both
You're
said
defensive.
No, we both
You gotta
said
go to. You gotta
We
answer my
answered the-
question.
We did answer the question. You just didn't accept.
No,
or
no,
like
no, no,
the
no,
answer
no,
that you got.
no,
And that'd be the problem with a lot of people.
no, no.
They don't like that.
You don't like the answer.
It's an
that you
underhanded
did.
comment when you
Now
automatically
it's
go to the
underhanded.
other
How do you
side.
know it's underhanded?
Because if I'm asking you about red, why are we talking about blue?
Because I need blue.
No.
Yes,
talk
I do.
Talk to red first, and then you
That's
rebuttal.
cap. No,
You
can't
gonna
tell me
rebuttal
how-
before you
can't tell me
answer
how
a
to answer your
question.
You can't tell me how to answer your question. You ask the question
How you rebuttal a question before you answer it?
like we do.
We answered. I said no,
And
and then
said
I gave an explanation on why I said no.
Right.
So you guys believe you're gonna stay where you're at for the rest of your life?
I gave an answer and you told me. He said, "Oh, well, you didn't answer because you said I don't know.
You don't know.
I
Okay.
could or I could not.
Are you getting
I just said
everything?
give you an
Are you
opinion.
getting everything you spiritually need out of where you're at?
No, and you're not ever going to. So if you're looking for that, you're going to fail in life.
Man, let me tell you how I solve problems. I mean, how I look at situations. I look at every situation as I look in the mirror and say, hey, can I do better? And then I do better. I look in the mirror and say, can I do better? And I fix that problem first. We talked about this already. Let me fix my 9 problems, and then I can talk about those 2, 3, whatever problems that we want to talk about. Let me work on me. I got to work on me. You got to look in the mirror and fix your problems first before you start getting on other people's problems.
It's cap.
Work on you first.
Thank you.
That's cap. we gonna wrap it up.
Hey,
Hey, we can. It's
Cap
your
it.
episode.
yeah, it's your episode.
Whenever you ready.
That's Key over there. That's that's Josh right there.
The dude.
Jay Myers, man, I'm out, man.
All right.
We're gonna talk about this after. Yo, niggas capping.